Hi everyone, welcome back to God's Whispers, a place where we take the time to pause and reflect on the word of the Lord. Today I'm going to be focusing on the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 6, verses 1 through 5. It states, "While Jesus was going through a field of grain on Sabbath, his disciples were picking the heads of grain, rubbing them in their hands and eating them. Some Pharisees said, 'Why are you doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?' Jesus said to them in reply, 'Have you not read what David did when he and those who were with him were hungry? How he went into the house of God, took the bread of offering, which only the priests could lawfully eat, ate of it, and shared it with his companions? Then he said to them, 'The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath.'" In the Jewish tradition, the Sabbath was deeply sacred, a gift from God rooted in creation and the Ten Commandments. By Jesus' time, the Pharisees had added many extra interpretations, making Sabbath keeping a heavy burden. Jesus reminds them of David eating the consecrated bread when he was in need, showing that mercy matters more than rigid rules. So there have been many times in our lives where I think we've been running on empty, constantly doing and never resting. So Jesus reminds us that He is the Lord of the Sabbath. True rest isn't just checking off rules. It's about finding peace in His presence. In our world, we measure ourselves by productivity, by how much we can accomplish in a day. But Jesus thinks and tells us, our worth doesn't come from endless work. It comes from resting in Him. The Sabbath is God's gift, not a burden. Jesus invites us to lay down the striving at that time and find real rest in our souls. So the next time you see a sunset, think of God's whispering. The day is done. You don't have to carry it anymore. Just rest. So journal prompts that would match with this passage would be, what areas of my life feel rushed, pressured, or weighed down right now? How can I create a space to rest with God, not just physically, but spiritually? And then finally, what does it mean that Jesus is the Lord of the Sabbath in my life? I hope that this message resonated with you, and if you feel like a friend could use some encouragement, please feel free to pass it along, and don't forget to subscribe so you can continue to hear God's Whispers.